It's a kind of a lousy day today. The wind is high. It's kind of overcast, so I'm hoping that the sound quality is pretty good. I'm right at the actual lock itself, and the Army Corps of Engineers is responsible for this park. And boy, there is just so much here as far as information is concerned. Just behind me, you may be able to see now there's a, going the wrong way, there's a little interactive type video that you can press to get going. And that describes a lot about the lock and just the whole water management system here in Florida. So let's go out and walk out. I understand you can walk right out onto the lock, and we'll watch this boat as it goes through. This is the actual lock, as you can see. And you can see the upper end is closing. Otherwise, I guess it wouldn't do them any good. The water would just rush through. So we close that one. And then open the other one. Now I guess we're just waiting for the lock to open. It appears, there they are. We're waiting for the lock to open, and it appears that they need to kind of tie off to the left, which is interesting. And wait for the opposite end of that lock to open, and that will send the water level down to the new level on the other side of the lock. There goes the gentleman that operated the lock on the upper side. He's walking down now, and perhaps he's going to open the other lock. As you can see over there, the difference between the wet and the dry, the water level difference here at this lock is just amazing. I would have never thought it looks like it might be as much as 6 to 8 feet that the water level is reducing. Also over there, I noticed that he doesn't really open the lock that much. I guess that makes sense, or the water flowing out would take the boat with it. And they're hanging on to the sides. I don't know how they get themselves unhooked, unless they're stationary ropes apparently that are here for boats' uses. They don't take those with them. Makes sense. Okay, now he's really opening the gates. Apparently the water is pretty much equalized, and the boat is going to push off from the wall here in a second and motor on through. He's firing up the engine now, and they're off. This is a surprising area. When I think of Florida, I think of the coast. I think of Ocala's in the middle of the state. I think of Tampa. I think of Miami. I think of Fort Myers and Punta Gorda. And this is really kind of center state. And boy, there is just some beautiful things to see in this area. This Ortona is the lock area. The Army Corps of Engineers park is it just could not be nicer. I'm going to continue my walk around here. I walked down to the picnic area, the day use area, which is where the volunteer is stationed that I was able to talk to at the lock. So what I'm going to do is head back now toward the camping area, walk across the lock, hope it's open, and continue the walk. But again, I'm just telling you, for those of you who think of Florida in terms of just really, really hot, muggy weather, this area has been, at least my experience, very nice, very, of course, could be the time of year too. Very nice, very cool. There's a breeze blowing. In fact, it's a little windy today, but it sure does make for a great hiking day and for exploring. So I recommend this area highly. Hope you guys get a chance in your adventures to get down this way, please. It's worth a day or two. Here we are at a boat ramp. I was talking with one of the volunteers up by the lock who is working down in this day use picnic area, and she was saying that there's gators apparently all over this waterway, which is part of the Caloosahatchee. And because I guess this is a little stiller and some fish like to get in here, every now and again you'll see some alligators who are kind of lounging around down here. This morning I don't see anything, which is not to say they're not there. It's just as I look around, I don't see much of anything. Pretty area though, must admit. Well, I just got back from walking around the Ortona Lock, Army Corps of Engineer Park, and I got to see the actual lock open and close, and got to talk to some of the people around, and it's just been a delight today. It's a beautiful day. It's kind of windy, so I hope this is recording okay for you. It's been a beautiful day, beautiful walk. It's very breezy here for some reason these past couple of days. I don't know whether it's like this all the time, at this time of year, or what the deal is, but I know it's been windy. Breezy is maybe a little easy way to say it. It has been downright windy, but it's been very, very cool. So it's been a nice walk. By cool, I'm talking maybe low 70s. And you can see that Jacob is in my lap because I could not take him. No pets were allowed down at the lock. There was a lot of perforated open grate. I shouldn't call it perforated. Open grate kind of walkways across the walk to one side or the other. Of course, that would be difficult for animals anyhow. So he's Velcro boy since I got back. But I wanted to just touch base with you. Hope you enjoy the little video that I'm about to put together. And this park, as I've said it before, if you're ever able to make a trip or plan, make this part of your plan. It's worth it. It's a pretty popular park, so you need to make reservations in advance. There's another lock a little further west from here, Jefferson. It's supposed to be pretty nice. However, people who have been to both say this one really is the nicer of the two. The only disadvantage, and this is probably going to be true for the next year, maybe until 2020, they are building 3 retention lakes about 23 feet deep, and we've got some major earth-moving equipment going back and forth. And I think I did video one of the trucks, or one of the vehicles. I shouldn't call it a truck. It's beyond a truck. Anyway, they're moving a lot. I've been here long enough now. Maybe I got here Sunday, and this is Wednesday, so a couple of days, it kind of becomes almost like the clock on the mantle. After a while, you just don't hear it. They started about 7 in the morning, which is a problem if you're a late sleeper. I'm not, so that doesn't bother me. And they quit around 4:30 or so. So it's a pretty quick day. And then, of course, there's nothing but the sound of the trees moving. So anyway, enough said. I hope you enjoyed this, and I certainly did. I'm looking forward to moving on to Tucker's Grade. I've got a dentist appointment tomorrow. Got a dental thing I need to be taken care of, so I thought I'd be able to put it off for a while, and it doesn't look like that's going to happen, so I'm going to take care of it while I'm here in stationary. So again, see you in the next one, and thanks for coming along. Take care.